So Barcelona have signed Gundogan from Manchester City. Not a bad signing, truly. He's actually a very talented player, actually. Um, Although stop. I feel like even with the signing of Gundogan, it won't be enough. You know, Barcelona are currently, at least current Barcelona, will never be obviously like the team from 2012 when they had Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, etc., etc. Um, their midfield, while young, I still feel they are technically, how would you say, not underdeveloped. They're good. You have Gavi, you have Pedri, they're good, but it's not enough. You know, I feel like they're inexperienced compared to other teams like Bayern, for example, who have Kimmich and Goretzka and so on and so on. I feel like the Barcelona, even though they bought Gundogan, they still need more. I feel like Lewandowski is not enough to get them to who they once were a long time ago, for one. Take John Stones, for example. He has played defense. He is a defender, as a matter of fact. But for Pep's system, he actually plays center defensive mid at the same time. From time to time, you'll see him in offense. He has scored before for Manchester City. Granted, it was a corner, but still, when you have a player like that who can move anywhere from box to box, midfield to defense, you have quite an unstoppable team. And super subs, basically, a team that has, like, when you have substitutes who can come on and still do an amazing job as the starting players do and did, I feel like your team will get very far. Now, that's not to take any credit from Barcelona. They still have a great team now. They have Dembele, who is quite injury prone, but he's still a very gifted player. Rafinha, who is coming out of his shell a bit. I'll give that to him. He's doing good for a player in his stature. Granted, I expect him to do better. I need him to improve much, much more. Ansu Fati, will he ever live up to the hype? Only time will tell. Right now, he's taking his sweet time. Granted, he has been stopped by injury many times, so that's also to consider. And then you have Ferran Torres. Now, what should Barca do with Ferran Torres? I don't know. If I were them, I would keep him as a substitute, but there's no way he'll ever start over Lewandowski. Lewandowski, at the age that he is now, is doing much better than Ferran Torres has ever done, or just is doing currently, period. So, now Barcelona, however, I feel like they had more skill when they were a season ago when they had Memphis and Aubameyang and Adama Traore, for example, just to name a few. Obviously, they sold off, all those other players, Memphis to Atletico. Ferran Torres is still here for some reason. They sent Traore back, even though he was on loan from Wolverhampton. I feel like Gundogan will bring much quality and a little something new to Barcelona. He's a great signing, but I still feel it's not enough. The Barcelona team is, at the moment, I wouldn't call them average. They're pretty good for a La Liga team, but when you bring them in terms of a Champions League with teams like Paris and Bayern and Madrid, just to name a few, I feel like they may not get far. I feel like they're not strong enough yet. Could they be? Of course, maybe the signing of one, maybe two more players, one more midfielder and an attacker. That would be a great place to start. But at the moment, no. I feel like their defense, the only one they can really rely on personally, is Araujo. Jules Koundé is a great player, but he's not, world class, not yet. At least, somebody should sign João Cancelo. That would be a great signing for a right back and left back situation. Yeah, just something to consider.